Hey everybody, I'm Jenise La Vonne and you're watching Track by Track featuring my album, The Call.
Let me tell you about my friend in Jesus. For us he died and shed his blood.
Real Friend is another song that holds a special place in my heart. Daddy's behind the camera gushing, y'all. But that's because he actually wrote this song. So I believe I was about 5 years old when he wrote this song. We were living in Atlanta at the time. I could have been younger, I can't even remember. But I remember being really young and I remember us singing it around the house all the time. Let me tell you about my friend in Jesus. We were just singing it around the house all the time. And I just knew that it was like a whining song or something that we had heard on the radio. And I remember I was a little bit older and I was like, Daddy, who wrote that song? That song is dope. We've been singing that for years. And my father looked at me and he was just like, I wrote that song. And I was like, boy, go. So when I grew up, I said, you know, when I become a singer, I'm going to use that song. It's going to be in my album. My father was like, okay, cool, whatever. So as we were in the production process of creating The Call, I remembered the song and I was like, I'm doing this. I am doing this song. And so I called Daddy and I was like, Daddy, what are the words? And he gave me the words. And little did I know, the song only had the 2 verses and the hook. And I was like, it needs a bridge. So I was like, Dad, can I write a bridge to it? And he was just like, shoot, go ahead, do what you gotta do. I said, all right, cool. So I was sitting at work, I was working at the YMCA at the time. And I had someone working on the music for it. And I had grew up with the song, so I knew it as well, and I would just vibe into it, and I had learned the verses, and I was like, something needs to go here, something needs to go here. And you know, y'all know how I do, I prayed, I was like, Lord, what do you want me to add to this song? Let me just be honest, I was extremely nervous because this is my daddy's song, y'all. It's my daddy's song. And this is something that we have been singing all our lives, and I didn't want to jack it up. Or you know how sometimes young people, we take something that is classic and we try to revamp it and then it just comes out like not good. So I just was like really like careful. But I prayed and I was like, Lord, give me the words to add to the song, because you know. So I was praying and I was asking the Lord, like, what words should I put to this song? I don't want to jack it up, but I definitely want to add something to it. So I was like, Lord, please give me the words to this song. Give me the words to the bridge. And I was singing it and singing it and singing it and singing it. And if anybody knows me, you all know that Little Shop of Horrors is my absolute favorite movie of all times. Judge me. So Little Shop of Horrors is my favorite movie of all time. And you know, if you've seen that movie, you know that there's all of these doo-wops and these ooh, all these harmonies, all of these things. And so I was singing the song and the lyrics just started to come to me. I know you and looked hard to find. I just heard this ooh, I just heard all of this stuff in my head and it was so inspired by Little Shop of Horrors. I told y'all I'm inspired by everything. So, but God really gave me the lyrics to add to that song. Like I said, I was so nervous and I was just like so careful because I did not want to destroy my father's song. I just wanted to add a little something to it so it could be complete. And I have to say, I think it came out pretty great. Every time we sing that song, it's just like, like, you know, it's a groove, you know, and people really, really enjoy it. Shout out to Mark Prentice, who did a bit of the arrangements on the song. And I am such like a control freak a little bit. So I was in the studio when he was arranging and doing vocals on it and I was just like, okay, this is what I want and yes, do this. It was just such a process, but it turned out amazing. He was amazing. Terrence Farrell of Levi Music Group, everybody was just amazing that was on this song. I had a couple other people do backgrounds, and specifically, once again, if y'all know me, y'all know I love a nasty piece of bass line, honey. Yes. And I was like, yo, T, I need a bass line on this song. And he got the best in the business to give me that. He got me the best in the business to do it. Reggie Walker, right? I believe. But I got my bass line and the song turned out amazing. And everybody really, really loves it. We sung it at the Universe Soul Circus maybe about a year or so ago. And it was so good. Everybody was just like jamming and just, you know, it's just a fun song. And it's just a song that I have always loved and cherished, and I'm so glad that I got the opportunity to do it. And I think Daddy might like it. So thank you so much for watching Track by Track and for supporting. If you haven't already, go ahead and pick up my EP, The Call. It is available on all digital music retailers. And if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up and go ahead and subscribe to my channel. See you in the next one.
Tell you about my friend.